see how long she'll wait. So I held her chin and I put the cookie on the very end of her nose and I said, you wait. And she waited. And she waited. And she waited. And then she started drooling. And then she kind of went cross-eyed looking at that cookie on the end of her nose. And she kind of licked her lips a little bit. And I thought, okay, I need to let her go. So I said, okay. Well, she flipped that cookie up in the air and caught her in her mouth. And when she flipped it up in the air, she stood up. Her tail was just wagging as fast as she could. And then she looked at me like I had another cookie for her. But from that time on, anytime I put that cookie on the end of her nose and I said, you wait, she waited until I said it was okay. Now, I never really made her wait a long time, but one time I thought, I'm going to see how long she'll wait. So I waited about 3 or 4 minutes. And she really started drooling. I mean, there was a big puddle of drool on the floor by the time I told her okay. But I didn't do that long. But I always think about that when God tells us to wait. Because sometimes God tells us to wait. When we ask Him to do things for us, sometimes His response is, you wait. And sometimes it's a long time before God says, okay. When we read our scripture at the very beginning of the service, the psalmist David said, I waited patiently for the Lord, which meant that he had great endurance in his patience. Kind of like Tasha, if I'd asked her to wait for a couple of hours, I think she probably would have waited. There would have been a real big puddle of drool then, though. But anyway, the psalmist David said, I waited patiently. So sometimes God tells us we need to wait. And that's what my sermon is about today. This is really the first Sunday in Advent. Next Sunday is the first Sunday in Advent. We're kind of getting started a little early this year. But the word Advent means preparation. And that kind of means that we're waiting. What are we waiting for? Christmas. Because Jesus hasn't been born yet. We're waiting until the 25th when we think he was born.